Hello guys, in this video we should be looking at another brand new 2020 fireworks catalogue, and this brochure covers the Cosmic range of products. This is the first Cosmic catalogue I have ever had the opportunity to look through, so that said there is a lot to see. Like so many other catalogues, we begin with selection boxes, and it is nice to see both a piece count and RRP in the item's description. Orion is the smallest offering with 12 fireworks, but even so has a candle and 2 shot tubes to complement the fountains. Apollo is much more varied and now includes small bottle rockets, and on page 5 we have 2 larger boxes which will provide a decent small garden display. Gemini has a piece count of 22, meanwhile Pioneer offers 27 various fireworks, and the rockets also increase in size. Pages 6 and 7 see the largest selection boxes in this range, and Columbia reads, "A guaranteed winner with almost everything you will ever need, this selection pack will surely become a party favourite." Discovery has the highest piece count of 35, and the only thing it appears to be lacking is a Catherine wheel. We now move on to the Cosmic Elite range, and these selection boxes are advertised as premium products which offer high quality effects. These are reminiscent of the older original Cosmic boxes, and although I haven't had the opportunity to test fire these, I am led to believe that they are still very good. Unsurprisingly, the prices are significantly higher than the previous selection boxes, but as a result you do get a superior product. Mars contains 23 pieces, and these include conical fountains, shot tubes, fountain mine combinations, Roman candles, and there's even a small cake here called Nirvana. This has an NEC count of 722 grams and really seems to fit its elite branding. Jupiter is a very large selection box and has a staggering net explosive content of 1,521.8 grams. The contents now include a battery of Roman candles, rockets, and a variety of different barrages. Turning the page, we move on to display packs, and both of these offerings are 1.3G. The Terminator display pack has 22 large fireworks, and after watching an online video, I was stunned at both its quality and variety. The 1.3G rockets are punchy. These stinging scorpion pieces are Roman candle batteries, with the red variant giving thick crackling, meanwhile the blue version has a kaleidoscope of different colours. The 2 Cobra Bite pieces are high-end fountain batteries, and both Cyborg and this Flying Predator Barrage are fanned cakes. Predator has a smaller piece count of 15 fireworks, although the rockets are now much larger, as you can see here. Interestingly, these Phoenix Rising rockets look exclusive to this pack and can't be purchased elsewhere. Fired end to end, these fireworks will offer a 6-minute display, and yet again I am thoroughly impressed by these offerings. We now see the first barrage packs from Cosmic, and this Mother of Thunder pack contains 4 large cakes and is brand new this year. The description reads, "Get any party rocking with this 1.3G display pack with magnificent and thunderous effects. A guaranteed winner." I think the theming from Cosmic is top draw, and here the Thunder theme continues with God of Thunder, Thunderbolt, Imperial Thunder, and Thunder King. With the exception of God of Thunder, all of these cakes are exclusive to this pack, and I feel the team at Cosmic deserve a pat on the back for creating a feel of excitement. No online footage has surfaced for these yet, but I would love to give them a try. Krypton Blast contains 5 cakes, and the Phantom Barrage is particularly good, giving large mixed effects and fan firing. Also new for 2020 is Party Mania, and although the fireworks are smaller than those on the opposite page, the piece count is now 10, which in turn gives 196 shots. This reads the ideal pack for any bonfire party. It's packed with fun and excitement that's never ending. Once again, online footage is yet to surface owing to the fact that these are fresh to the market. The Barrage packs continue here, and I believe that these older offerings are 1.4G. Although Hellraiser 2 has a few fireworks with matching names, each gives different effects and the variation from this pack is excellent. Battlestar has a piece count of 8, and it reads, this Barrage pack contains 8 large cakes ejecting a total of 146 shots. It has a multitude of effects from Palm to Dahlia Peony Burst, with the brightest of colours and noisiest effects. One of these cakes has a very distinctive triple whistle effect, and it is a good standout piece. Page 16 sees the beginning of the rockets, and both the Titan and Fab packets are 1.4G. These can be purchased very cheaply, and each rocket gives a different effect. These Star Troopers are again 1.4G, and although they don't give spherical bursts, they do have some nice effects. Those effects read red palms, silver or green strobe with red stars, colourful peonies and crackling stars. Starfighter are now 1.3G, and these are twin burst rockets which look very decent online. That said, like most twin burst rockets, the secondary effect is much weaker than the first. We see more 1.4G rockets on page 18, and again I really like the cosmic theming. These Space Raiders contain 5 rockets. Meanwhile, these Alien Invaders have a piece count of 9. On page 19 we see the legendary Space Hawks, and these have an excellent reputation for being punchy, colourful and sky-filling. I recently uploaded a video in which I compare all of the common Hawk type rockets, and indeed these fared very well, scoring much more highly than the original Warhawk. Turbostar is a large packet of 1.4G rockets and has 14 fireworks of various sizes. Turning the page, we have the only new rockets from Cosmic this year, and these Star Destroyers read a pack of 15 assorted sized rockets which soar into the night sky with bursts of coloured waves with chrysanthemums, coloured dahlia effects with silver glittering and assorted strobe effects. We have more twin burst rockets here, and these 1.3G Space Vipers have 60 grams of NEC per rocket. The bursts look very mighty, and it's a pack I would like to try myself at some point. Space Shuttle is the largest packet of 1.4G rockets and has a piece count of 21. And finally we have these Black Gemini rockets. The bursts from these really fill the sky, and the sound they make as they break is incredible. These read, there's been many copies, but the Cosmic team has brought the original powerhouse back, and it's better than ever with even bigger starbursts which include combinations willow, blockade, glittering and crackling effects. We see the last of Cosmic's rockets here, and the header reads our biggest and best rocket packs. These Cyber Assault rockets have 500 grams of explosive content, and my favourite gives a beautiful multicoloured peony burst with purple, green, red and blue colours. Star Enforcer is an enormous packet of 30 1.3G rockets, and these read our biggest rocket pack within this range, and yes, they are 1.3G. These rockets pack a massive punch, so be sure to reserve yours early and avoid any disappointment. Finally, on page 23 we have these gigantic maximum weight rockets, and these are sold in 4 varieties. In my opinion, the gold rocket is far superior to the others and gives a mind-blowing enormous golden brocade burst, which is as good as any elsewhere. If you shop around, these can be purchased for £20 to £25, and at that price they offer fantastic value. We now move on to Cosmic's smaller cakes, and Crazy Missiles is a standard Saturn missile battery. Airstrike is great for its price, and 12 shots give nice thick comet tails before giving peony bursts. At the bottom of the page is Nova Star, and this is another new addition for 2020. This reads, a 19 shot cake ejecting bursts of yellow and purple stars with green strobe, sky blue stars with gold strobe, and a finale of golden chrysanthemum bursts. Although I haven't seen this fired, that is a lot of mixed effects for a piece of this size, and I can only presume that it gives an exciting and varied performance. Comet Chaser is a fanned cake which fires shots 5 wide. Although only lasting 20 seconds in duration, this gives volleys of pink, blue, glittering and crackling comets. At such a low cost, it is well worth picking up, and I'll be keeping an eye out for one myself this year. Doomsday is another attractive firework, and as it nears its finale, fan fires 3 wide before pulse firing its final brocade crown bursts. Firestorm is another 21 shot cake and features a delightful golden strobe after each burst. Turning the page, we have what I believe is one of Cosmic's most unique items. God of Thunder is a very loud barrage and fires titanium salute bursts, only these are at the core of red and green peonies. This effect is seldom seen anywhere else, and the reports from this are very powerful. Again, this is another item I hope to purchase this year, and as I get deeper into this catalogue, I'll grow increasingly impressed by the brand. Neutron Bomb is a 16 shot cake which seems to fire shots in pairs, and at the bottom of the page is the 32 shot Martian attack. Page 27 sees another 2 missile batteries with the 162 shot Sky Monkey and 300 shot Screaming Vampires. Trailblazer gives glittering mine lifts with strobing bursts overhead, and therefore the 13 shot cake gives visuals at 2 different heights. The fireworks on this page are all 19 shot cakes, and Scorpion King, Galactic Raider and Desert Storm are all fairly similar. We now move on to Cosmic's large cakes, and Stingray gives 130 shots yet carries just a £30 RRP. Not only does this last 1.5 minutes in duration, but it also gives good variety with both comets and bursts. Power Force is a superb 1.3G 40 shot cake which gives a multitude of different effects. Halfway through its duration, it begins to fire thick comet tails in a trident pattern before then firing huge strobing chrysanthemums 3 wide. Demonic Terror has an NEC count of 350 grams and fires all 20 shots in just 20 seconds, which gives overlapping effects. Supernova reads a 1.3G 19 shot cake ejecting red, green or yellow tails that burst with large bursts of red, green or yellow palm chrysanthemum effects. Comet Blitz is an awesome cake which lasts a full minute in duration, and this would add good length to a display for very little expense. At the bottom of the page is Apocalypse, and this is unique in the fact that it pulse fires 6 of its 21 shots during a frantic finale sequence. On the opposite page we have the 22 shot Swamp Beast, and this gives vivid strobing and nice palm bursts. Wicked Gorgons is a Z-firing fanned cake that shoots 4 wide, and it reads a 28 shot band cake ejecting red, green and blue tails which burst with red stars and green glitter, brocade crowns, white glitter and crackling brocade crowns. Finally, at the bottom of the page is a brand new cake for this year called End of Days. This is hot off the press and little information can be found online, however the performance description states a dynamic 56 shot 1.3G cake ejecting bursts of red stars with silver strobe, lemon thyme rain, Thai gold palms with blue stars, green stars with red strobe, blue stars with gold strobe, crackling brocade crowns, crackling willows with red strobe and golden chrysanthemums with blue stars. The larger cakes continue here, and if you shop around, Star Bombard 2 can be bought for as little as £30. Although Nemesis Attack has a slightly lower shot count of 35, I prefer this over Star Bombard as it glitters and strobes, which gives a dazzling display that is sure to impress. Astral Raider has an unusual triangular shape and has now been available for around 10 years. It's an impressive piece which really bangs with a thud, and it pulls fires to create a frenzy of colour in the night sky. Sonic Force gives 130 shots and lasts almost 2 full minutes in duration. Its pace slowly increases as it cycles through its tubes, and as it nears its final 30 seconds, the sky is awash with a myriad of different colours and effects. On page 34 is another of my favourite cosmic cakes, and War Machine is crammed full of effects. There are too many effect changes to list, but my favourite is a red ghosting effect, which is a magical sight to see. This fires 11 banks of 5, giving extreme sky coverage, and has an NEC count of 660 grams. Raging Raptors is another golden oldie, and this reads a 37 shot cake ejecting bursts of golden willow, silver palms and red strobe, red palms and silver strobe, silver palms and blue dahlia stars, green palms and Thai chrysanthemum effects, and bursts of crackling palms. On this page is yet another missile battery, this time giving 1000 shots, and underneath is the 500 shot Judgment Day. This bin lid cake gives whistling and crackling comets for 2 minutes before then firing coloured peonies for an additional minute and a half. Page 36 sees the first pieces listed under the single ignition heading, and these all look very exciting. Mutant's Wrath is a punchy piece that reaches dazzling heights, and the outer label is very apt as this gives predominantly green and purple colours. The most appealing aspect of this piece is its red plum blossom effect, and this gives a secondary ghosting reaction. Flaming Phoenix is a more conventional firework which shoots palms and peonies, however it does pulse fire a jaw-dropping strobing finale. Quantum Leap has a truly rapid pace and relentlessly pulse fires volley after volley. It reads an 80 shot cake ejecting bursts of red dahlia stars, silver strobe and red stars, red strobe and blue stars, golden willow bursts with red stars, and bursts of silver vein and red dahlia stars. Star Collision is a huge mine cake and features a 2¼ inch bore. With just 19 shots, yet having a mammoth NEC count of 950 grams, each tube therefore has an explosive payload of 50 grams. This truly is an incredible and hard-hitting piece, and it's certainly on my wish list for this year. Turning the page, we see more single ignition cakes, and these are as big as Barrages get. Armageddon 2 is both 1.3G and has the maximum sized 30mm bore, giving it the largest burst sizes you'll find on the consumer market. Atomic Warlord has a mighty pace and fires 61 shots in a mere 35 seconds. If this isn't enough to create a visual hysteria, The cake also produces rarer pink and lemon colours which really treat onlookers. Shadow Warrior lasts almost 1.5 minutes in duration and fires in straight, V and W firing patterns. It has a lovely gold glittering effect and would make an ideal finale piece. Phantom Menace is obviously another fanned firework, and this time Z fires 4 shots wide. It cycles through a whole host of effects and therefore is not only constantly engaging but also really fills the sky. This double spread features more large barrages. Sky Spectrum is another fanned cake, and this reads a 50 shot cake ejecting with volleys of 5 bursts which include coloured palms, assorted strobe effects, green and lilac stars, assorted glittering willows, golden brocade effects and crackling stars with silver rain. Vulcan's Revenge isn't fanned firing, and instead this coffin shaped barrage straight fires all 68 shots. This is 1.3G, has a maximum 30mm bore and also has the maximum explosive powder weight of 1000 grams, making this simply unbeatable in terms of power and performance. Its colours are truly vivid and all 68 shots are fired in just 24 seconds, bombarding your senses. On page 41 we have the catalogue's first compound, and Clone Wars consists of 2 pre-fused cakes. Combined these offer 240 shots and an array of mixed firing patterns. This lasts 2.5 minutes in duration and honestly is a display all in itself. Thunder Dragon is allowed 107 shot cake, yet has a beautiful and tranquil comet sequence a third of the way through. Red, blue, purple, pink, green, white and lemon comets chase right to left, and this gives a beautiful coloured rainbow effect. This quiet pause is then shattered as giant bursts boom overhead and dominate the night sky. On page 42 we have Radiation Outbreak, and although this name was used on older cosmic fireworks, the barrage itself is very different. This fan fires right from the off and erupts all 87 shots in just 40 seconds. Rampaging Warlord is a relentless 71 shot cake which gives colossal burst sizes. Glittering and strobing peonies give a vivid twinkling effect, and as it enters an inbuilt finale it both fan and pulse fires. On the opposite page we have 666 Satanic Beast, and its name is a reference to its tremendous shot count of 666. Although the tubes on this must be very small, every shot is fired in 70 seconds which creates a rampage of visual effects. It has an NEC count of 975 grams and features nice lemon and purple colours amongst others. We have another compound at the bottom of the page, and Stealth Mission packs 1,974 grams of explosive powder. If you shop around, this can be found for under £100, and its performance description reads: a large 1.3G cake ejecting bursts of coloured palms to silver strobe or crackling stars, king brocade effects, red, green or blue dahlia stars and tie flower, and crackling stars with tie flower. Turning the page we see the last of Cosmic's compound cakes, and 2 out of these 3 pieces are brand new. Midnight Finale consists of 2 pre-fused cakes and has an NEC count of 1,651 grams. It's both a loud and stunning piece with gorgeous fizzing palms that fan 6 wide. Other effects include great big golden willows, brocade crowns and time rain chrysanthemums. Fresh to the market this year is Ground Shaker, and this now consists of 3 pre-fused cakes. The 3 cakes give a total of 254 shots, and it reads: rock your party with this 254 shot 1.3G compound cake. filling the night sky with big and wondrous effects. A must for any party, the compound cake consists of 3 cakes with an 80 shot, 111 shot and 63 shot cake retrospectively. I would love to know the NEC count for this and can't wait for a firing video to surface. On the opposite page we have Cosmic's largest compound cake, and Matrix Madness is again new for 2020. The description write-up reads, our biggest single unit firework, this 208 shot 1.3G compound cake will surely blow you away. A monster of a firework, seeing is believing. The compound cake consists of 4 cakes, 1 58 shot and 3 50 shot cakes retrospectively. It's nice to see that these new compounds are 1.3G, and as a result I expect they will be very spectacular, making them worthy new additions. We now move on to Roman candles and single shot tubes, and there looks to be lots of choices here. Despite the catalogue listing these shooting star candles as single shot, they actually give 10 shots and each gives crackling tails with their own unique colour. These Atomic Boom and Star Strobe candles are single shot, and again every piece gives a different effect which offers lots of variety for very little money. These Star Bombs and Sky King candles are very similar to the single shot packs, only these now give a twin burst effect. And finally, Dragon Attack is a very large, sizable 8 shot candle which gives very mighty bursts. Turning the page we have Cosmic's larger candles. Silver Bullet gives 35 shots, and although most are simple comets, it does also give a few peony bursts. Flaming Inferno has an unbelievable shot count of 1,500. As this erupts or 1,500 comets in a mere minute, it creates a constant towering column of light. A pair of these found either side of a central cake would work very well, and it can be purchased for under £30. Finally we see Thunderblast here, and this reads, a large exciting 56 shot barrage which will get your pulses racing as it ejects a multitude of effects. These Devil's Mines are Cosmic's only traditional type mine pack, and they are very pokey indeed. At the right of the page are these Cyclone wheels which are sold in a packet of 3, and at the bottom of the page is the much more substantial Tornado wheel. This is a quality wheel which lasts 1 minute in duration, and not only does it change colour in that time, but it also changes direction. This gives a crackling finale and appears to have 6 or 7 individual motors. As we get near the end of this catalogue, we now move on to the range of fountains. Volcanic Fire consists of 5 conical fountains, and it's interesting to see that 2 are smaller than the other 3. Glitter Fountain is a fountain battery and gives lots of different effects. It burns for well over a minute, and for a small garden display is well worth picking up. These erupting Etna cones are large in size, and the thick luscious effects reach impressive heights. The yellow labelled cone gives silver sparks, and then 1 minute in gives snow pine crackling and red stars. The other variant gives gold sparks with the same crackling finale, only with green stars. This haunted house fountain on page 51 is very unique in appearance and would be an ideal purchase for Halloween. It gives a multitude of colours and effects, but its finale steals the show as an internal strobe lights the house and emits light from the windows. Underneath we have thunder snaps, and lastly on page 52 we see differing sparklers. So with that said, there's everything. It seems to me that Cosmic have a very broad and vast range with items that will appeal to almost anybody. It's nice to see that the brand new compound cakes are 1.3G, and this in my opinion shows a desire to offer fireworks with the highest performance qualities. I will admit that I have overlooked the Cosmic brand in the past, but a look through this brochure has exposed some exciting fireworks which I'll be keen to try. I'll definitely look to purchase a pair of the innovative God of Thunder cakes, like the look of Star Chaser, and also consider the Star Collision Mine cake to be very unique. I feel the branding and labelling of this brand are very good, and their new Barrage packs also look extremely tempting. If you have fired any of these pieces, I would love to know your thoughts and opinions down in the comments. So like always, thank you for watching, and I'll post up another video soon.